Well, let me start by saying welcome. Good morning and welcome because this is our very first day, our very first class for the launch of our Conscious Living Village. So, thanks for being with us on like day one, class one. It's super fun.
Yeah.
So, this class is about meditation, and really it's just about helping people to find a meditation practice and create a meditation practice that works for you. So, you kind of you tell me where you're at. You know what I mean? Like, do you meditate regularly? How can I support you? Let's start there.
Yeah. I mean, I've been meditating for years, and then my meditation practice has shifted and changed over the years, depending on what's going on. Um, for maybe the past half a year, what I used to experience when I meditated, like even if I was meditating with a group for just 10 minutes. So I used to be the general manager of a company, and we would start off our mornings with a group meditation. Um,
Beautiful.
and I could just like drop right in. And so what I would experience then when I meditated was, a complete disassociation from my body, my physical self. Like I couldn't, wouldn't be able to tell where my toes or anything were. And
Mm,
it was almost like I became this like vortex up and down.
mm,
But I haven't experienced that in a long time. And I know I don't need to experience anything in meditation. And now it's a matter of just awareness of my thoughts, because for the last half a year, whenever I do sit down to meditate, it's crazy monkey mind. And so I'm just like, okay, there's my thoughts. Okay, there's my thoughts. Okay, there's my thoughts. So it's
yes.
nothing more than just the practice now versus
Yeah.
versus attaining anything. Um, it's just a practice of awareness, and I meditate for a long time. Like yesterday morning, I meditated for an hour. Sometimes I just meditate for 15 minutes, um, and then I either meditate in silence or with um, singing bowls, or
Mm.
and then my breath work I usually do to something a little bit more active, because otherwise I get into a meditative state instead of conscious breath.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then sometimes I need guided meditation. So it really depends on where I'm at. Every day is different.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Because you know what? That's I love everything you're saying because you're really just rolling with it. And I feel that that's what it is. Sometimes it is very connective and informative and getting messages and coming out with some type of an awareness and whatever. And other times it's just maybe just for our physical body that just needs that little bit of connection, of peace, of silence, of centeredness and balance, right? So
Mhm.
I love that you're you're rolling with it. And I invite you to just see that instead of because I noticed when you spoke there, you said, you're not really getting much out of it. You're not feeling what you had felt, that vortex or that beautiful experience that maybe you had had a while ago. And but understand and trust and know that although we may not always have that kind of an experience when we meditate, it is such a beautiful experience. Your body, your physical body, in some way, may need that. Your spirit, your body together, that grounding and that centering and balancing together, right? It is so important. And I love because that's where I'm at too. Sometimes I'm like 10 minutes and I don't even feel like anything happens. Sometimes I'm like, holy, look at all those thoughts, and like you said, kind of taking a step back and realizing that it is like monkey mind, like you said, thoughts going like crazy, and understanding that you're being the observer to that, and that it's okay, and then coming back to center, finding for me, I have a mantra, so I'll come to a word, or I'll come to my breath, and I'll just visualize my breath coming in and out, just to kind of give me that, even if it's 5 minutes is all I can do at that point in time to kind of ease the monkey mind and step away from the that busyness, you know what I mean? And just kind of coming in, it is so important for everything within us to to maintain that connection and congratulations. It sounds like you're doing a great job. And just know and understand that it is exactly how you need it to be in that particular moment, whatever it is, however long it is, and whatever. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's awesome. Beautiful. So today I thought we would just meditate. I like a quiet meditation. I'm I'm kind of feeling into whatever you would like today. I feel like it's quite early for you. Is Christine on the call here too? Did I see? Yes, there she is. Hi. I feel like a quiet meditation, like maybe just kind of um, connecting and with ourselves and in that quiet space feels good today. But you tell me, what are you guys feeling in the moment today? Would you like a more guided meditation? Um, I mean, and don't get me wrong, it will be guided, but we'll just sit in the quiet a little bit more on our own. Does that sound
Yeah,
okay for
good.
everybody?
Yeah.
Yep. I think
Yeah.
for me, I think it's practice because I prefer the guided so that I'm not second guessing. Am I even meditating or doing it? So I'm working into just being able to meditate in a quiet space,
Mm,
and know how to get down into that space. And I think part of it too is not judging my practice, is just actually do it and not
yeah.
practice. Because sometimes I feel like, oh, it was so delicious, I wanted to stay in there. And then other times I'm like, wow, did I even meditate?
Well, and again, right, coming back to that moment that just because it didn't feel like it did last time or last week or last month, that it is exactly what you need in that particular moment, right? So finding that mantra, that word, your breath, whatever it is that helps you to take a step back from all the monkey mind and the thoughts and allow them, they're happening and they're okay, right? And just allow them to happen. But what helps, and this is really about you playing with it and finding that, whether it is mantra, whether it is your breath, what it is that helps you kind of just go, okay, there I am. Oh my gosh, look at all those thoughts. Look at that. Holy, I can stay out there, And then what is it that come back? Okay, thinking about, coming into your heart space, breathing into your heart space. What, visualizing that beautiful place in nature that you're sitting and you're listening to the birds. And maybe that's where we'll go today, just kind of creating that quiet space for us to sit in and just to and create in our own mind's eye, that place. So again, I know sometimes having the quiet and having the silence can feel very cold and not so fun, right? So if that doesn't feel good for you, then create a space that you can sit in, so that even though you are still there and sitting in that quiet, your focus is on what's around you, right? The sounds, the that kind of stuff. It's not on the thoughts and not on the, or let's put it this way, easy to bring yourself back to the sound of the waves crashing or the beach. How's the sand feel on your feet? How's and really kind of getting into that, creating that space that just brings you back into that moment with yourself in that time and in that space and creating that. If it's, I like the quiet. I like the I want to say darkness, but I don't mean it in a darkness kind of way. For me, it is just very, very peaceful. And it is so, 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 so my center. And it's a loving place. And so it's not a dark place, but it's been for me how I enjoy meditation. I like that connection, and not that I don't enjoy creating that space, because like you said, sometimes it's just a busy brain. And so I need to create that space that gives me that relaxed focus. So give me something else to focus on other than the 8 million thoughts that are going on in my head right now. So thinking in that terms, finding whatever it is, whether it's, like I said, a mantra, a word, a phrase, an I am affirmation, your breath, creating that, that beautiful space in nature, whatever feels good to you. Okay. And I have my little drum.
There's one
Yeah.
thing, sorry, from what you said, you hit it on the nail, I feel, for me, is that when it's just all quiet and sitting in the stillness of me, I never learned how to do that. And like, that's okay, I'm learning now, but it's almost like something's always got to be on the go, or chaos, or things just moving. And so it's that piece of safety, I feel, that when I close my eyes, or everything just quiet, or me connecting, not running from how I feel, but actually sitting and learning how to tap into that. I think you hit the nail on that. And it's around that piece of safety, when it was either we always had to be doing something, or cleaning, or the environment in a home was a roller coaster. Like we didn't know where we were. So that for me, it's coming back to that feeling of it's okay just to sit there in the stillness, and nothing crazy is going to happen.
That's right. Yes. And like you said, creating that safe space around that. So maybe in that moment, practicing it is huge, right? So just trying to come into that space with yourself and at that quiet. And if you can only sit there for a minute or 30 seconds, that's okay. So then maybe try kind of visualizing your breath and bringing that down into your sacral chakra, into your solar plexus, breathing into those lower chakras and seeing yourself grounding down to earth, and seeing yourself and repeating. Maybe your mantra in that moment is, I am safe, I am loved, I am connected, and just kind of sitting in that, and see the colors surrounding you and filling you up. And even if it's your heart chakra, coming into your heart chakra, and just focus on that makes you feel into that connection of safety and calm, and it's okay to be where I am, and that's going to take some trial and error, right? What feels good.
Yeah. Something that came up this morning was, I had read a passage and it talked about frozen feelings, and I was like, oh, that's totally me. It's like I can go through the motion and say, yep, I meditated today, yep, I did this, yep, I did that, right, as we were, to not get in trouble, basically. And so I think it is just that starting to feel the feelings and what that actually is like, versus the frozen feelings of not looking at it on the inside, being like, yep, I did it, yep, I made my bed, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And know that when you are facing those feelings, they are going to come up when you're in that meditation, right? And in that space. But again, knowing that that's that safe place, locking yourself into that secureness within yourself, and just see them as little bubbles. You don't have to analyze them. You don't need to know where they come from or why. They are better out than in. So just allow them, feel them like bubbles, allow yourself to just let them go and release. And I say go up, but I mean, it can go down, and releasing all of that with Mother Earth, and just kind of, again, it's playing with it, right? And just coming into that centered space, allowing that stuff to come up and out, because it's supposed to. That's the whole point, right? Is allowing that stuff to come up and out. And the more that you do that without judgment, then all of a sudden one day you're going to be like, wow, like I'm not reacting to that person, in the way that maybe you had before, or that doesn't, you become very solid in yourself, as time, I feel. And not, I mean, I'm no perfect. I mean, I'm not perfect. I still have things, but it's easier to be the observer in so many more situations, because you're coming from that balanced state, right? And we all get knocked off kilter now and again throughout our day. There's so many things that can come up. I just find that the more consistent I am with my meditation practice, again, without judgment, right? Just know that and trust that what it is and how long you're there and what you're getting in that moment is exactly what you need. And just, coming into that, and the more and the consistency and just trusting and knowing and listening to your body. Part of that, yesterday I meditated when I got up first thing in the morning. I don't know, I want to say it was around 6:30. And then by about 10:15, I was like, all of a sudden, I just felt this wave of like sleep. Like I needed a nap. It was the bizarrest thing. And, it was like, I feel like I just got up, like, and so I went back to my room and I had the time. We had a bunch of things going on later in the day, but I went back to my room and I just sat there and I just sunk into that meditation. And oh my gosh, I was there for a good 40, 45 minutes. But I came out of that, it was like, wow, I feel like shiny and new. Like so again, listening to my body, that's something's going on energetically. I mean, of course, we're here to shine our light, but we're also here in some cases to help integrate the light into the earth and integrate the light for the people who maybe are having difficulty around us and the energies around us, right? So I feel like that was that moment, that there was just something going on that they needed me out of the way to just like bring this down, because I don't remember the meditation. I was so sunken in. That delicious moment of, it's like, oh my God, I just love staying here, and that's so, and I feel that that's part of listening. And the more consistent we are with our practice, and again, non-judgmental, right? Because always, 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 it is exactly what you need that is right for you. So, and just in that moment, who would have thought? I would never have usually gone for meditation at 10 o'clock. Like, I got stuff going on. I'm usually, busy and whatever. But it just worked out that that's how it was yesterday. And I was like $1,000,000 for the rest of the day. I felt awesome, you know? So listening to your body too, and understanding that in that moment, whatever it is, that sometimes a little 5 or 10 minute meditation might be exactly what you need just to recenter and just to regroup and whatever is needed in that moment, right? So again, getting comfortable, listening, allowing, trusting, and without judgment. And I typically, and I know, Christine, you've heard me say this a million times, maybe Amy, you have too, but meditation, I recommend twice a day. I'd like to say 15 minutes twice a day. If you can get 15 minutes twice a day, then, and just be consistent with that, right? Just being consistent. If it's only 5 minutes in the afternoon, then so be it. It's 5 minutes in the afternoon. But whatever works, just creating that consistency in your practice, that is, because that's only helping all of the ick and the stick come up and out, right? And it's just helping everything move through, and it's also helping us move through what's happening in our world, what's happening around us as well. So let's get comfy, and if you like to lie down, by all means, go ahead and lie down. I typically recommend with your back supported and your head free, because then for me, I don't fall asleep. I will think real deep, into theta, but by keeping that my back supported and my head free, although my head might flop, and that's totally okay too. Again, your channel, right? You're opening your channel, as above, so below. So you're opening that channel of connection and that centeredness. Sometimes, though, laying down is exactly what you need. So again, no judgment. Go with whatever works, right? Again, it's more about getting your butt in the chair. It's really what it's about. So, all right, I'm going to shut my camera off here again. You guys are welcome to do the same. And we'll just get comfy and just come into your nice, comfy space, taking a few deep breaths. Breathing in through your nose and releasing out through your mouth. Just following that breath as it's coming into your body. Notice it coming in and going all the way to the edge of your extremities. Just relaxing with every inhale. And with every exhale, just releasing, letting go. Following your breath in. And on the exhale, feeling that air moving down through your body, down into Mother Earth, grounding you down. On the inhale, expanding. And on the exhale, relaxing, releasing, and grounding down. Continuing to breathe. Feeling yourself connected to Mother Earth. Grounding down, connecting. Focusing on your breath. Releasing all that no longer serves down through the roots into Mother Earth. Creating a solid connection. Helping us feel secure. Feeling held in the womb of Mother Earth. Feeling safe. Feeling held. Let's just take a minute and sit in this beautiful space, knowing we are loved, knowing we are protected, knowing we are safe. And just breathe into this beautiful space, connectedness, joy. Listening to the sounds of Mother Earth. Continuing to breathe. And as we're sitting in this beautiful space, feeling held, feeling safe, feeling love, look at this beautiful, beautiful nature around you. What has Mother Nature created to secure, to hold you? Beautiful vision. What does that look like for you? That beautiful space in nature. Are you sitting on a beach, on a mountainside, by a waterfall? Maybe you're sitting in a flowing stream and feeling the beautiful energy cleansing, clearing. Whatever that looks like to you is absolutely perfect. Just expand on that vision. Allow your senses to take you on a beautiful journey. What does the air smell like around you? What are the sounds of nature? What do you see? What are the colors, the animals, the insects, the flowers, the trees? Let's just take a couple of minutes and we'll sit in this space of creation and gratitude for Mother Nature and all that she gifts us. Just continuing to feel into this beautiful space, feeling held, loved, supported, feeling the vibrations of Mother Nature, the smells, the sounds, the colors. Just sink into that. Taking a deep breath in, breathing in all of that beautiful nature, love and light, feeling that moving through our entire being. And on the exhale, releasing everything that no longer serves and feeling that energy moving down through our torso, through our legs, out our feet, down into Mother Earth, releasing all that no longer serves. Breathing into our heart space with so much love and gratitude for all that we've been given today. So much love for this safe place, for this beautiful container that we can come to anytime. for the love, for the connectedness, for the balance. Thank you. And as your breaths come in and out, notice where it goes in your body. Feeling movement coming back in. Hearing the sounds around you. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. How was that, ladies?
Good. Yeah. Thank you.
Everyone feeling okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Amy, I don't know if it's my microphone, but your microphone's low.
Oh, how about now?
Yeah,
There you
I can
go.
hear you.
Great.
I missed what you said.
How was that? How's everybody feeling? Anybody want to share?
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's always nice to just sit and take a few minutes to be still.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Yeah.
Christine, how was that for you from a safety and centeredness point? I know. Did you have trouble with it?
Yeah, my mind was
Yeah.
just like popcorn. It's like, oh, I got to do that. Dang, I forgot to do that one thing. And just like, and then I tune in and I'm present again. I'm listening to you. And then just like, bing, something else, comes in.
And that's okay. Again, don't judge, right? Don't judge. You want to judge, but it's like, okay, well, I guess, I got what I needed out of it, and that's okay. Again, use it as an example of what and how you can lead yourself in
Yeah.
that meditation, right? So
Yeah.
when you're feeling, maybe this afternoon when it's time for another meditation, maybe that's like, okay, so now I'm going to try and I'm going to go into that safe space and I'm going to, and again, maybe it's only 5 minutes and that's again, totally okay. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly how it should be. So
Yeah.
beautiful.
I find that when you do have the monkey mind in meditation, every time you notice it is good. Like that's exactly right, because it's about awareness and being in receivership, like versus trying to control or judge or achieve anything.
Mhm.
Every single time you're like, oh, monkey mind again. Okay, back. That's like when
Yeah.
you're in that space, it can be almost like a win or a check mark for you to get to this place of complete surrender and acceptance and receiving and stillness, because it is about the awareness piece.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Agreed. Yeah. And that's because it's when you in those moments where although you're going, oh darn, I forgot to put the laundry in the dryer, or I need to add peanut butter to my grocery list, or whatever that is, but then you go, no, no, right? Like, it's like that, that it's like, no, I see you, and for me, I just immediately go to the clouds and I see the thoughts as clouds, just like, social media, you'd put like a little cloud, like somebody's thought comes up, and, or cartoons or whatever. And then I just see it kind of floats. Like I see you. So awareness is absolutely key because again, it's bringing your focus. I see you. That's not where my focus is right now. Now I'm coming back to my breath. I'm coming back to my mantra. It's totally okay that you see those thoughts and that awareness. It just gets easier after a while to not pay attention to them
Mhm.
or to let them go, I guess.
I forgot the mantra. Yeah.
Mm.
That will help me just to stay focused.
And the mantra I use was what was gifted to me by the lady who I learned from. and it's a Sanskrit for let go, it's swaha. So swaha, that mantra has stuck in my head from the day it was given to me. I have zero idea how to spell it. I totally spell it phonetically. But for me, swaha. So when I'm looking for that, I see those words or I see those thoughts or those, that grocery list or whatever. It's just like, okay, take a breath, swaha, and that I see that mantra on a cloud that just comes forward, and it just I follow that, and that's me. Everybody is different how you see it or follow it or whatever, how that looks to you. That's again, it's about finding that, right?
Yep. Thank you.
Well, that was awesome.